Hello there, welcome once again to Living on Purpose. This is Fola Daniel Speaks. Today, I want to continue the series on financial mindset and address the belief system where people think what they have is too small. So one major reason some other people are not able to grow their finances is that they believe what they have is too small or that what they have is insignificant. If you remember the proverb or the popular saying about water, that a little drop of water eventually makes an ocean, then you would understand that it's the same way money works. Some people will be able to hit a financial breakthrough and they will get a large sum in a short while. When they get that large sum, they can then invest in some other things. But most times, research has also proven that many of the people who get large sum instantly or in a short while eventually lose it because they've never learned how to grow the money. So if you grow your money gradually, along the line, you would have learned how to manage it and you become a better person. So the reason it's important for you to go through that journey of growing your money is because you would understand how to manage it. And if anything happens to the money somewhere along the line, you know what you did to get to that point in the first place. So you can replicate the process and you can grow your money again. But you need to first of all erase the belief system that what you have is not enough. Sometimes some people don't invest because they believe that what they have is not enough. Some people have not bought a house today or they have not built a house today because they believe that what they have is not enough. They think it's too small. The reason some people will never buy a land is because they have not even gone around to ask, where can I buy a land? How much is it sold for? Okay, I don't have this money. Can I be paying you in this way? Is this something that is acceptable to you? When somebody has the mindset of what you have is not enough, the person will never be able to build something substantial. You need to understand that to build something substantial, you have to start from something small. If you take one stick today and you put it in the fire, one stick may not be enough to make firewood, but over time, as you gradually put a few more, you will eventually have enough sticks to make the fireplace or to make firewood for whatever it is that you want to cook. When you're building a house, it is block by block or brick by brick that you eventually complete building the house. If you need 10,000 blocks to build the house, you don't bring all the 10,000 blocks at once and set them up at once. You put the first brick, then you put the next brick, you put the next brick, and each brick you're putting down, you make sure that it is standing well. It is well fitted into the row, and eventually you have all the blocks needed and a full house is standing. When you started, it was just one brick that was standing, but when you eventually complete it by putting multiple bricks together, then you have a full house standing. You no longer call it a brick, you call it a house. So it tells you that when it comes to investment as well, you need to keep putting money together, no matter how small it is. Start putting money somewhere gradually. The way to have substantial money to invest, of course, is to start by saving. When you save up for a while, then you can take money and start investing. In fact, some other investments don't require that you first of all begin to save. You can quickly put money into them and just keep rolling over your investment. If they say you have this money, don't take it out as your interest yet. Just roll over the money. Don't ever think that what you have is not enough. There's a story that is currently making the rounds, and it's about how a man bought a land for 250,000 naira. And that land or that property that the man bought for 250,000 naira, at the point when somebody else wanted to buy that property was now worth 4.5 billion naira. From 250,000 naira to 4.5 billion naira. Imagine if that man at the time he bought the land for 250,000 naira said, oh, it's not enough, the money I can't make so much out of it, and decided to spend the money on something else, maybe spent it on a car or some other things. Imagine what it would be today. He would have lost the money. The car would not even be usable, because if he bought a car in the 70s, there's no way he will be driving it 40 or almost 50 years later. If he bought a house and he was just living in the house by himself, the house would have been dilapidated. But he bought the land and they were using it as a factory. They had some warehouse on it, and today from 250,000, the land is now worth 4.5 billion naira, and some people have already paid for that land. You need to understand that if you walk with the mindset that no matter how little what you have is, you can do something with it, you'll be amazed at the results you will eventually get. So never say it's not enough. I can tell you one thing, a secret that somebody else who is wealthy today actually shared with some of us, and the person said, look, nobody has it all together at the beginning. We put it together gradually. And if a wealthy man like that can say confidently, nobody has it all together at the beginning, it tells you that wealth is a gradual process and anybody can eventually build wealth over time. I hope that you have learned something from that today. Please head on now to youtube.com/Fola Daniel Speaks. Thank you.